Mr. Sensible, Mr. Sensible, bring me some cheese, and get me only the best if you please, best if you please.
Let me just bring this over. I saw this video today, Kyle. I'd like to discuss it with you.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I don't know if anyone else has seen this. I haven't got the sound on. I'll jump it forward a bit to where something's happening. I presume this is your daughter, is it? Or one of them?
Yes, that's my daughter.
And I'll just say, what a beautiful, beautiful child she is. Oh, is that his son behind? Or is that a neighbour's?
That's my son.
That's your son?
That's my son.
Right, well, yeah, very nice looking kids.
I've got 2 additional daughters, and one was just being shy and the other one was sleeping. So.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Right, so I'll just leave this playing for a little while anyway. That's an axe she's got, isn't it? And I'm not commenting on the fact it's an axe, because I think there's nothing wrong with teaching kids how to use a tool, okay? But I wonder, can you explain what she's doing at all, Kyle?
She's smashing the globe.
Why?
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 I gave it to her and said, "What do you want to do with it?" And she's like, "Let's smash it." I was like, "That's my girl." And we're having fun.
I'm just a little concerned with it, really. And as I said, not because it's an axe, you know, because I don't know how much safety you've taught her about axes, and kids need to learn about.
I've got the comment that we probably should have had some safety goggles on her.
Yes, I saw that, and that was a good comment.
I kind of acknowledge it afterwards.
Yes, I saw you did.
I agree. She should have had some safety goggles,
yeah.
especially when it got kind of bounced back at her. But
I'm not talking about the safety aspect. I mean, I thought the goggles comment was that's absolutely right, but I didn't think of that either at the time of watching the video. But let me just pause it. But I'm talking about why she's doing what she's doing. I actually find it quite concerning.
Okay, why do you find this concerning? If it was a flat Earth model, would that concern you?
So if she were to be
okay, I'm going to be
smashing the flat Earth
painfully honest, and you know, I'd have to say if it was a flat Earth model, that's true. I probably wouldn't be quite so concerned, which is wrong in a way.
I'm concerned about it because of just kind of your own personal bias towards it, and the more concern that generates with people, the more I see it as the more it feels like she's smashing some kind of an idol of some sort. And so, yeah, I kind of see that, and it's kind of a nice kind of freeing moment, saying, hey, this is just a globe. There's no need to feel any kind of attachment towards it. It's just a globe. It's their model, and so
it's not the physical object I'm talking about, because I mean let's say that the globe itself was busted, the stand broken or something. You know, you're gonna throw it away if it's not repairable. So it's not that in itself. It's more what it stands for. The reason I feel so uncomfortable about it is it's like, well, it's denying science. I know that you have your personal opinions or beliefs or understandings or misunderstandings, however you want to put it, but you've got your views, your position with regard to flat Earth, globe Earth.
This shouldn't be anything new. We've established common ground in the definition of science before. Systematized knowledge in general. Just because our knowledge concerning things is different, that doesn't mean it isn't science.
Do you homeschool? And I'll be clear here, I am not against homeschooling per se, but I'm just a question. Do you homeschool, or do they attend school full-time or part-time?
Up until just this year, they have been homeschooled. It's been an online public school is what it was. It was just online, but this year they've actually gone forward. And that's how she was actually able to get ahead a year in school. They were able to skip kindergarten because we did, it's called the Utah Virtual Academy, or K-12 is the program that they have in the U.S. And they're all very advanced for their age when it came to like reading and writing at a young age. And so when we went to the public school at first to enroll them in kindergarten, they wanted them to go through all of kindergarten on their own even though they already knew this stuff. I'm like, why do we want to do that? And they're like, oh, well, we're more concerned about them being in their own age group. I'm just like, forget that. And so we ended up going through online school because we could go at our own pace. And so because of that, my two oldest kids here, Melody here, she's a whole year ahead of everyone else in her own age group.
Well, that is something to be proud of. I have, I don't doubt that. I have no qualms of saying that. For instance, if it's a reading, writing, maths, and whatever else, if she's ahead, she's ahead, and that's a credit to you. My concern is
we did that for a while. Now she's gone and rejoined with the rest of.
Okay, so she's attending class with other kids.
Yes.
Do you not feel you're setting her up for problems? Because you're not just presenting, look, here is a view, the standard view based on science. Here is a view of flat Earth, which I personally hold and so many other people hold, because based on this, you're not even providing that. It's almost as though, well, I want to show you a picture, okay? This is something it made me think of, Kyle, okay? I'm trying to be very careful in what I'm saying. All right? Please don't read anything into this beyond what I'm about to show you, okay? Kyle?
Okay, I'm listening.
Okay. This.
Burning books kind of a thing?
Burning books. Yeah. That's what it reminds me of. That's the first thing that sprung to mind. You might disagree with what's in those books. I mean, I've no idea what's in those books. You might disagree with what's in those books or what they stand for, but that sort of destruction, it's closing your mind off to what is in those books. It's closing your mind off to science and the globe.
And I kind of feel the same way every time a Flat Earther's YouTube channel gets taken down for this reason or that reason. And, you can kind of argue, oh, well, about accuracy of the information, and I can look at each of those videos. I'm sure those people burning the books are like, oh well, they're bad books because they're inaccurate and wrong. And so I look at this as there's an actual war of information going on right now. There's the whole conversation of controversial medical procedures, for example. That's been the biggest killer out there, is controversial medical procedures.
Yep. Do you realize what happened to me recently?
So that would be an example.
Well, what happened to
vaguely,
me?
You'd have to remind me.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't expect you to follow all my videos, just most of them. Someone had done a video with regard to all that sort of stuff. I did a debunk.
Oh yeah, you post.
Yeah, I did a debunk video, which it was going to premiere, and YouTube took it down about 30 minutes before it premiered. I appealed, and they said, no, it's medical misinformation. Now, so they were complaining about the contents of the video. The contents of the video was what I was debunking. Okay.
But you're mad at them for burning your book, even though they never read it.
Yeah, well, that's the biggest point. They didn't even read it to then decide. No. And what's really funny is Mr. 42 took it on himself with my agreement, and he hosted the same video. And last I heard, it's still up there. So they're not even consistent. So the same video that they took down of mine is still up on his channel. But yeah, so with Flat Earth, obviously I disagree with Flat Earth, absolutely. But
that's okay.
Yeah, but I agree with your right, even if it grinds my gears and thinks, oh, I wish people wouldn't watch this. Even if that was the case, you still have a right to say that, as long as you're not breaching the standards of YouTube. So that's not a problem. But with that video with the video with your girl, I think you said Melody, which is a nice name. It just makes me feel that you're not saying, look, that there is this idea and this theory, this is the consensus, but I disagree with it. I could understand that, but it's almost as though, maybe I'm reading more into it than it is, but it made me feel uncomfortable because it made me feel of burning books, destroying what you disagree with. And that made me uncomfortable, I'll be honest.
there's a difference between erasing history, kind of all records of history. So if we were to take all of the books in the country and decide to burn these specific books because they talk about things, that's taking it to a whole nother level. But we're not worried about them suddenly running out of globes in the country. We're not trying to erase history or anything like that. But it's kind of I'm just trying to think of like shooting a hole through a flag, kind of saying that we're at war with the globe model, and so that's kind of a declaration of war, I guess you could say.
Okay,
kind
but
of, a statement of saying which side we're on.
I mean, I'm not stupid. I realise there's a humorous side to it as well. I do realise that. Okay, and I think I've made my point, Kyle, and I haven't got you on here so that I can try and beat you up about it. But just,
it.
but my opinion
we've
is,
had a great conversation so far.
yeah. Well, okay. As a parent, then. Let me just. You don't have to respond to this. I'm not asking you to respond. All I would ask is that you give great care to what you tell your children, what you expose them to with regard to ideas and so on. I'm not telling you what to, but I'm just saying, please take great care and also consider how they'll be with the other kids in the school. Okay? Oh, they look like lovely kids. Okay? So I've said my piece, so I think I'll leave it there. Okay?
Okay, Melody, tell me about your day at school.
Okay, so I was just in what they call WIN group, and this one boy just randomly like yelled out, "The Earth is flat." He just went, "The Earth is flat," and I was just like, "This is my time to shine." So I was like, "Yes, I really agree with you. I really do." And then the teacher just stared at me like, "Okay, you can believe what you believe, but okay." And then Marquezin, well, another boy at my school, he just was like, "Yes, I agree with you. The Earth is flat." Like, yes. And then and so there were three people, well, counting me, 3 people believed that the Earth was flat, and so.
In just your class?
Huh?
In just your class?
Well, no, it was different. It was different classes.
Oh, so it was like a combined group that
Yeah.
you're in?
Yeah.
So, WIN group? What is that?
Yeah.
What is that again?
It's like, it's right before lunch. I don't know what it really stands for, but it's like a little small group thing.
Okay.
And so, yeah.
Cool. Do you normally talk about flat Earth or anything like that?
Not really.
Not really? So this is kind of like the first time you've ever heard anyone kind of bring it up?
Yeah.
And so you didn't bring it up at all, they just
No.
kind of did it on your own, and you're like, yeah!
Yeah.
Cool, cool. Thanks for sharing.
You're welcome.
Bring your logic and your cheese. Mr. Sensible, help us out